Liverpool ready to expedite Alexander-Arnold EARLY. With Real Madrid compensation revealed, Liverpool are reportedly set to grant Real Madrid's wish to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold before his contract expires, with the Reds set to claw back a not-too-shabby sum of money for their vice-captain, and with a trusted source's claims dismissing suggestions the 26-year-old could yet remain at Anfield. The worst-kept secret in football was officially let out the bag this week when several high-profile news outlets and journalists all confirmed a huge 5-year deal at Real Madrid has now been accepted. Alexander-Arnold, who had also communicated his desire to leave to Liverpool club officials, bringing an end to one of the longest-running sagas of recent years. The move to Spain will also bring a close to the player's 20-year association with his boyhood club. Despite that, Sky Sports news reporter Melissa Reddy revealed this weekend that both Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid have reacted with surprise to those claims, insisting nothing has been officially agreed yet, and leaving open the possibility that a stay at Anfield beyond the expiry of his deal on June 30th has not yet been completely taken off the table. However, those suggestions appear to have immediately extinguished by trusted reporter Liverpool Echo correspondent Paul Gorst. And he admits the Reds are willing to negotiate the player's early release to the Spanish Giants to allow the player to participate in this summer's Club World Cup. Revealing the premature evacuation could also net Liverpool a compensationary payment, Gorst revealed the thinking in an interview with the Redmen TV. "I think Liverpool would probably accept that to be fair, just to get something down on the books," he said. The difference of leaving on the 1st of June as opposed to the 30th of June is immaterial. Liverpool haven't got any games then anyway. I guess it's a case of how much do Real Madrid want him for the Club World Cup. Gorst added, "I imagine they would look to expedite it by a few weeks to get him in for that competition. I think they'll be really keen to win that tournament. 10 men, 5 men, it's a little bit of a guessing game at this stage. I think Liverpool would do it though, with Real's Club World Cup campaign set to kick off with a June 18 clash against Al Hilal at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It's been suggested that Los Blancos want to take up Alexander-Arnold's contract a month before its officially expiry on July 1st. That payment to Liverpool from Real could potentially allow them to claw back some funds from the 26-year-old's painful exit. With his departure having not gone down well with supporters and with all sorts of finger-pointing being directed at FSG for allowing the player to run his contract down. As a result, getting some cash through the door, and while nowhere near the player's real market value, would at least be better than nothing. Indeed, 4.2 8.4 CE is not money to be scoffed at. Furthermore, saving 4 payments worth of the player's £180,000 a week salary will also save the Reds an additional £720,000, potentially putting an additional £9.12 back into the coffers. The update from Gorst also appears to end the very faint hopes Liverpool may have had of potentially still keeping Alexander-Arnold at Anfield. However, Sky Sports news reporter Reddy is adamant that nothing has been made official at this moment in time. Liverpool have made Alexander-Arnold lucrative offers to remain, but they understand the attraction of a new challenge, a fresh life and lifestyle experience, and the lure of being a real player. Reddy stated, "Both Real Madrid and Trent Alexander-Arnold were aligned in showing surprise at the stories that emerged this week, given nothing major has changed since January. No agreement has been reached, no deal has been signed, nor has a conclusion been communicated to either club." Liverpool transfer latest. Perez power play breaks Reds. Salah exit claims. Meanwhile, Real Madrid look well placed to further damage the Reds' transfer plans this summer by beating them to the signature of Dean Huijsen. That's after reports in Spain claimed Los Blancos president Florentino Perez was ready to offer Bournemouth their pick of 2 exciting young talents as bait in any deal. However, it's not all bad news for the Reds with that power play set to see another defender fall into Slot's lap. Elsewhere, and amid claims Slot is planning wholesale changes at Anfield this summer, Reddy has also confirmed that a popular Reds midfielder could also be one of their more unpopular sales amid claims of a 5-man clear-out. In other news, Liverpool have been given a fresh warning that Mo Salah could be set to quit Anfield this summer after it was revealed how Erling Haaland's recent contract extension at Man City has shifted the player's focus and demands over negotiations. And finally, The Reds have received Barcelona set to sell 55 BE star in effort to hijack Real Madrid's pursuit of Premier League sensation. Barcelona are reportedly looking to enter the race for Bournemouth defender Dean Huijsen, a player already being targeted by Real Madrid and several top Premier League clubs. To fund the move, Barcelona are said to be preparing to part ways with their own key player, Ronald Araujo. Huijsen made the move to England in July 2024 when Bournemouth secured his services from Juventus for a transfer fee of £15 million. The young centre-back has enjoyed an impressive first season in the Premier League, making 23 appearances and establishing himself as one of the brightest defensive talents in Europe. Known for his ability with the ball, sharp interception skills, and remarkable speed and tactical awareness, Huijsen has become one of the standout defenders of his generation. Spanish outlet Fichajes has reported that Barcelona have joined the race for the 19-year-old, who is also being courted by Real Madrid, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, and Newcastle United. Real Madrid's interest has been well documented by Team Talk, as the Spanish giants have been keeping a close eye on Huijsen's progress. Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, is said to be particularly keen on bringing Huijsen to Camp Nou. Deco sees the Dutch defender as a potential cornerstone of Barcelona's defense for the years to come, and believes he could form an outstanding partnership with Pau Cubarsí in the heart of their backline. The Catalan club believes that Huijsen could be enticed by the idea of testing himself in La Liga after stints at Juventus and Roma. However, Barcelona would need to generate significant funds before making any move. To meet the defender's 60 million 50 65 meters price tag, Barcelona would need to sell one of their top assets. The report suggests that the player who could make way for Huijsen is none other than Ronald Araujo. Araujo was close to leaving Barcelona in January, with Juventus showing strong interest, but the Uruguayan ultimately signed a new contract with the club, extending his stay until June 2031. Despite the new deal, Araujo's future at Barcelona is far from secure, as manager Hansi Flick has yet to be fully convinced by his performances. Araujo's contract contains a 65 million 54 millions 70 masers release clause, which becomes active during the early part of the summer transfer window. Both Manchester United and Liverpool have been linked with a move for the 26-year-old. While Barcelona have devised a strategy to pursue Huijsen, they may face tough competition in securing his signature. Real Madrid's interest is serious, and sources have revealed that the Spanish club is intent on bringing him to the Santiago Bernabeu first. Newcastle United are also in active discussions with Huijsen's representatives and have made the talented defender one of their primary targets. However, they are well aware of the heavy competition they face, particularly from the likes of Real Madrid. Chelsea and Liverpool are also closely monitoring the situation, impressed by Huijsen's performances this season. Chelsea, however, are focusing their attention on other targets, with Marc Guehi now their top priority. Despite being interested in Huijsen, the Blues seem to acknowledge the intense battle for the young defender and have shifted their focus to Guehi instead. Meanwhile, reports from Catalonia suggest that Barcelona's transfer activity isn't limited to defensive reinforcements. The club is said to be reigniting their interest in signing Jules Koundé, a player